Shalom, everyone. I have a question for you. Um, when you were 3 years old, there were certain pants you used to wear, certain trousers, and there were certain shirts you would wear. Some of you are in your 40s now, or some in your 20s, some in your late teenage years. I'm not sure. I don't know. But those trousers and those t-shirts you wore when you were 3 years old, do you ever think about those items? Do you still have those items? Do you cherish those clothes? Do you sometimes even wear those clothes to bring up beautiful memories from the past? Well, I dare to say for 99.9999999%, almost 100% certain that your answer is no. You would say to me, Rashid, what is it for stupid question you're asking? When I was 3 years old, those trousers and those t-shirts I used to wear, those were fit for me at that time. My body has grown. I've become older, so I cannot even fit those clothes anymore. Some of those clothes cannot even fit my hand or my arm. So how can I put them on? And why would I want to keep clothes that I wore when I was 3 years old? What use is it? There's no use in it, Rashid. Okay, I'm glad you are using common sense. Now, here's where I'm going with this. Often, and let me say like this, I'm not saying this to condemn you, but often we have the tendency to reflect back onto our things that are in our memory. And why do I say things in our memory? Because often we remember past events, but we remember past events through a certain glasses. Okay? For example, something bad happens and you blame yourself. So now you have a memory of you causing something while you didn't cause it, for example. Or because you have edited certain facts out of your mind, you are now remembering a beautiful past that didn't happen. Yes, those people were there, but they weren't so kind as you think they were. You were brainwashed, and now you're still holding on to that past. Okay, so that's why I say often we go back in time in our memory in order to hold or to grasp onto things to make us feel comfortable. Now, just like those clothes that of a 3 year old, when a 3 year old has become 21 years old, those clothes should have been thrown away years ago. Okay? But the thing is, guys, why am I saying this? Is because while we were still a part of the world, we had all these emotional attachments to the illusions of this world. And we had certain relationships, certain friendships, and certain circumstances or items that used to make us feel comfortable, to make us forget about our pain, that made us feel relieved from emotional tension. And for them, it was useful, you see? But now, you've outgrown that, you see? And what happens if a 21 or a 40-year-old tries to put on a trouser for a 3-year-old? It's very disturbing and very out of order, isn't it? You see, that's how it is when you as a believer put on the ways of the world. It's very disturbing. You see, because it doesn't fit. Okay? Now listen to me carefully. When there's a problem and it can be solved easily, you solve it easily. That's common sense. If a problem is too dangerous and you are in danger, you just go away for your safety. That's true. But however, guys, there are times that the Lord will not remove the external circumstances, but the Lord will use those circumstances in order to to in order to contribute to your growth, so that you will outgrow those problems. You see, that's also a thing that the Lord often does. He equips us and may cause us to outgrow the issues and circumstances around us. You see, because listen to me, if you would get relief instantly all of the time, you have the tendency, because of the, you see, and you've outgrown those things, and the Lord will show you that you have outgrown them. You see, Now listen, there will be circumstances that you don't know how to deal with. Sometimes things will be emotionally heavy for you that you cannot bear it anymore. But remember, you have the Lord's power, not your own. We're never told to trust on our own strength or to trust upon ourselves. We should trust upon the Lord at all times. And listen, however things turn out, however things go, remember, this life is temporarily, so what you're going through is temporarily also. And listen, you will outgrow many problems and many issues. And listen, when you outgrow something, that thing does not affect you anymore. And because the thing does not affect you anymore, the thing will disappear from around you. You see, some of you used to have abusive relationship, and you people used to have, and some people still have a bad opinion and a bad view about you, either through rumors or through something you said or did in the past. And the negativity also of those people used to bother you, but now you've outgrown that. So now, even though the negativity is still around, it does not affect you. It only empowers you and inspires you and makes you smarter. You see? Now, am I saying now that when problems persist, that you should not get away? No. Just hear me clearly. Use common sense. If you get out quickly, you get out quickly. But if a problem keeps reoccurring, listen, the Lord is developing you. You'll outgrow that thing faster than you think. You may think, oh, this is going to go on and on for weeks, for months, for years. No, no, no. Just trust the Lord. That's why remain in agreement with Christ, operate in agreement with Christ, and before you are even aware of it, you have outgrown all of those stuff. Some of you have issues from your childhood that were caused in your childhood that are still bothering you now, they're still affecting you, but you'll outgrow them. Whether it was growing up without a father in the house, or growing up with a distant father, or whether it was growing up with abusive siblings, or whether it was sexual abuse, satanic ritual abuse, I don't know what it was, you'll outgrow them all. And the people around you that used to know you, they will not be able to recognize you anymore. Some will even run away when they see you, but that's their issue. Anyway, you will outgrow it all. With Christ, you're more than an overcomer. That is this my encouragement for you. Be at peace.